Ready, aim, fire.
What is up, guys? It's your boy Reese Spoken, and yet again welcome to another vlog Sunday, where today I'm going to be covering quite a couple of things, to be perfectly honest. Things in today's vlog that I'm going to be covering is a new gadget that I've had for about a week. I think I had it in the last vlog, but I didn't really talk about it much. I'm also going to be talking about something that I'll be doing next weekend, which may possibly cause my vlog to be up a little bit later. And just kind of several other things as well. So pretty much what I'm going to go to in first is I'm going to talk about my new gadget, which happens just to be sitting right here. This is my brand new, I'm going to pop it out of the case first just because the case is a bit dirty. But I'm just going to pop it out of the case, but as you can probably see, I got myself an iPad mini, but this is an iPad mini, I think, second generation, but built in with 3G. And you're probably thinking, you guys are probably thinking, Reese, why have you bought a 3G model when they're just a waste of money and everywhere's got Wi-Fi? Well, the reason why I've actually got this was actually an impulse buy. This was literally a spur of the moment, grab it while you can buy, literally. I went into Ilford about a week ago, I think it was last Friday, and there was a guy in there that was selling an iPad. It sounds a little bit dodgy, this story, but it all works out all okay. The guy went in and he wanted to sell an iPad. So I was just standing there talking to one of my mates that works in game and just listening, and found out that they were only going to give him £120. I knew it was an iPad mini, I knew it was 16 gig, and I knew they were worth about 250 quid. It was sealed as well, so I was like, okay, a sealed iPad for 120 quid. So I spoke to the guy, I was like, alright mate, you've been given 120 quid, you haven't got any, he didn't have any ID on him, so he technically couldn't take the money. I was like, I'll give you £130. He tried to barter with me, he was like, oh, you give me 150, 150. I was like, mate, you've got no ID, you're not going to get money anywhere else. I'm giving you £130 in cash. He was like, you're right, yeah, go on then. I went, the only thing is though, I want to unseal it to make sure it's all legit. He got a bit funny, but I was like, I want to make sure it's all legit. He was like, yeah, it's legit, I got it for Christmas, I just haven't used it. I was like, either way, I'm going to open it, which he was all right with. I opened it, looked at it, didn't pay any attention, was like, yeah, I'll buy that off you, went and bought it. Went back to game because one of my mates was curious whether I was actually going to buy it or not. And I was like, can I open it? Can I have a proper look of it in here? And he was like, yeah, sure, I'll just open it up on the counter. The shop was dead. I then opened it up and realised it was a 3G model. And they're worth about 350, 400 quid. So I've technically been able to get a black iPad, 16 gig 3G with Wi-Fi for nearly £300 cheaper than it's meant to. So, yeah, you got to think that I've just bought I bought an iPad a week ago for a quarter of the price. So that's my first bit in my vlog. I'm just going to put that on the side for now. I will be using that quite a lot. I've already jailbroken it for all the free apps. But originally I was using my Windows tablet for watching my footage back. But now what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy a SD card reader, and I'm going to use my iPad instead because that's quite handy. So the next bit I'm going to be talking about is a little thing I put up on Facebook, really, was that a lot of people have actually not complained to anyone, but complained to me that I'm leaving St John's. I was going to say it's now kind of coming into the final 2 weeks. It was originally meant to be a week, but that leads on to my next bit of my vlog. I've got 2 weeks left. So, yeah, a lot of people aren't very pleased, but people that are really close to me within St John's, because obviously I don't want to be too blunt on why I'm leaving. Give me 2 seconds, I'm putting my Mac on mute because it keeps going off because people are talking to me on Facebook. Oh, almost knocked everything over. Yeah, people are getting quite disappointed that I'm leaving. As I said, I can't be too blunt on Facebook while I'm still part of St John on why I'm leaving, but close people do know. That's the thing, is that there are several reasons why I'm leaving. So, but yeah, what I did is I got bored and I put on Facebook, what do people mainly remember me about, just as curiosity, because one of my mates that I was talking to that was disappointed that I was leaving, she was like, people have got memories of you, you can't just leave. So I put up on Facebook, what memories do people have of me? And I got several different responses, which I thought was nice. It's the fact that I have actually left an imprint, in a sense, in people at St John's, and I will be missed. And I will miss everything really in St John's, just that I feel that my time's up within St John's. I'm only 19, granted, but I think my time's up when it comes to St John's. It's just not for me anymore. So that's pretty much the St John's half on it. So yeah, I've got, if you guys are watching this, I have only got technically 2 weeks of St John's, and I will be leaving. I'm not really in the talks of anyone to see if I can come to any camps, because I just feel it would be a bit awkward coming to camp still, even if I wasn't a part of St John. But either way, we just have to see how it goes. But leading on to my next thing, because as I said, it's 2 weeks when it's originally meant to be a week until I leave. Next weekend, I'm going to Sheffield. And you guys are probably thinking, why the hell are you going to Sheffield? Pretty much what it is, I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but I'm doing a competition called Pants for Poverty. And I'm doing it with 2 mates. There's a group of 5 of us, but 2 or 3 of my mates. I've got Tom Gill, Stephen Upton, I've got Phil Newbury, and then we've got another person called Shaheen, but I haven't really met her yet. We're entering a competition called Pants for Poverty, which is pretty much around poverty and people making things in third world countries for cheaper than it's meant to be and working for like 12p. At the moment, we've been approached by the guy running the competition if we want to go to an entrepreneur conference in Sheffield, which I'm probably going to bring a map up just next to me with Google Maps. I'll probably screenshot it. You'll realise how far Sheffield is from where I live. I was talking to one of my mates yesterday, me and her were having a bit of a giggle to the fact that if we drove, it's a 3-hour drive and Sheffield is 152 miles away. So a rather long trip. But we're going there as a team. I don't know who anyone else is going. It's set for us. So it's like me and my mates are kind of speculating that we might be a team that's quite good in the running of winning for the college, because we've got a college competition and then we get entered into the big competition at the same time representing the college. So at the current moment we seem as if we're the only ones going to this entrepreneur conference, so it's quite good. But at the current moment, the only information we know, which Stephen, kind of the lead of the team, he's told me that it's all expenses paid, but that's it. It's in Sheffield and it's all expenses paid and that's it. So it's a little bit sceptical at the moment, but I think he said that we'll find out more information on Monday. So that should be fun, because I'm gonna do a video. One of my next week's videos, maybe next week or the week after, isn't gonna be what it normally is. I don't know what it is yet. I might push my Super Mario Let's Complete out for the day, or I might be nice and I might upload a highlights video, because I plan on taking my kit with me to Sheffield and do a video of the whole conference, because we're there from Friday night until Sunday evening. So we're there for a couple of days, because as I say, 3-4 hour journey. I think the conference starts at like 10-11 o'clock in the morning, so we'd have to leave at 7 o'clock in the morning. Excuse me. 7 o'clock in the morning to get there. I think the conference finishes at like 7 or 8, to then have to get all the way back. We'd be back by like 10-11 o'clock, which just wouldn't be good after a day's thing. So that's going to be an enjoyable weekend. I think it's going to be really good. Me and Stephen and Tom have already talked about it already, and we're like proper looking forward to it. And it shows that maybe we are in the run-ins to win, to be honest. We have got quite a good team. And as I say, I'm technically the last man that joined the team, because I was interested in joining when I covered the Pants for Poverty opening event, and my mate Tom and Steve is now one of my mates, was like, do you want to join the team? We need an extra person, we need to fill the spot. You seem to know a bit about what we want to do. So, and I've got a bit of knowledge, because one of the things that are part of the entry is we have to make a YouTube video. So it should be fun. Really looking forward to it. So that's pretty much the end of the vlog for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. As I normally say as well, if you're enjoying the new format, please let me know. The last vlog, I don't know if it was because of the topic I was covering or the format, but you guys seem to like it. Normally I get 30 views within like a week. I think I'd hit 60 in about 24 hours, which doesn't seem like a lot, but to me that's quite good, especially when most of my videos only get like 4 or 5 views, even after me almost hitting my 250th video. So, but either way, guys, as I always say, if you like my video, please like it, it really does help. And if you want to keep up to date with my content, please subscribe. And as I always say, my name's Reese Spoken. I hope you guys have a lovely day, and I'll see you guys in my next video.